Peace be unto thee, stranger. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome to my home. Sit and rest and refresh your soul. Ernest Holmes. Welcome to the Peace Labyrinth. The Center for Spiritual Living Palm Springs invites you to contemplate peace within yourself, peace within your community, and peace within the world as you wander through the labyrinth. Make sure to visit the peace pole along the way and add your prayer. Step into the labyrinth knowing that the path you walk is a symbolic journey of healing and wellness. As the peace anthem states, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Hello, everybody. I'm Nicholas Snow. This is PromoHomo.TV, a special episode of HIGHRPOWRD. And the whole purpose of HIGHRPOWRD is to tell stories of experience, strength, and hope, infusing infinite views of spirituality and purpose. And I'm with Peter Bedard. Hi, Peter.
Hi, good to see you, Nick.
Nice to see you. We've known each other for a long time. So we're at the Center for Spiritual Living in Palm Springs for the dedication of a Peace Labyrinth. And this is World Labyrinth Day. And the ceremonies are underway now. I'll be bringing them to you live. And I just wanted to start out, though, before Peter is in demand to be kind of running the show. Tell me a little bit about how, first of all, tell me about how you became connected with this congregation, Center for Spiritual Living.
So I have been interested in the religious science here at Center for Spiritual Living movements for a long time. The New Thought movement, I have a master's degree in quantum theory and theology, which is consciousness studies. So that is all about that New Thought movement. I'm a therapist. The work I do is in that. And so finding a community that is really into manifestation, is into love, is into acceptance of everybody, is into the oneness principle that we're all part of this great, wonderful ocean of spirit. That is what attracted me to the Centers for Spiritual Living. So I have been a practitioner here, which for those who don't know is like a lay minister, and it's part of just what I love and what I do.
So tell me about how this Labyrinth project came about, and you can see parts of it in the background, by the way.
So labyrinths have been something that I've really loved for years. I used to do in Griffith Park. I used to live in LA, and in the Glendale Griffith Park, what is that cemetery out there? I just forgot it. Anyway, there's a beautiful forest lawn. There's a beautiful Chartres style labyrinth out there, which is a sacred geometry style. And that was something I used to go in and do meditations and labyrinth walks during the solstices. And when I came out here, I wanted to bring that experience to this community. And they had it in their consciousness of having a labyrinth for a long time. It just wasn't happening. And so I kind of came in and rallied the troops and built our labyrinth. It's right behind us.
It is right behind us. And what a beautiful labyrinth it is. So it's a meandering style labyrinth. What does that mean?
So there are labyrinths like the one that you find in Chartres. Well, first, labyrinths are thousands of years old. We really don't know the exact purpose of them. They go back as at least to ancient Greece and ancient Egypt. So they've been adopted into many different traditions. There are labyrinths that people do for sobriety purposes. There are the Episcopalians are big on doing labyrinths and that type of stuff. It's kind of like walking a labyrinth is kind of like going on a pilgrimage. So instead of going to Mecca or Israel or whatever, you can go and walk a labyrinth and bring. So I guide people to bring their pain, whatever suffering, whatever they want to let go of. I invite them to bring it into the labyrinth and then to go and meditate and come out of the labyrinth knowing that they've given it over and who they are without that experience.
Well, fantastic. I see that the guest of honor has arrived.
Mayor just arrived.
So I'm going to let you do your official duties, and I'm going to bring it all live.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I want all of you to stay tuned. For their ongoing support of PromoHomo.TV, I would like to thank DAP Health. One of their value statements, we welcome all people, period. I'm a grateful client of DAP and have been for over 10 years. A big shout out to 849 Restaurant and Lounge, including John Pascal and Willie Ryan, longtime supporters of PromoHomo.TV. I want to give a big shout out to the #ILoveGay campaign for helping to expand PromoHomo.TV across the Twitterverse, and to local media partners KGay1065 Palm Springs and their sister companies, the #ILoveGayPalmSprings podcast and GayDesertGuide.lgbt. I'm a proud media sponsor of Palm Springs Pride. Check them out year-round at pspride.org. And I'm proud to shine a media spotlight on the LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert. Their mission statement, creating vibrant community by helping LGBTQ people along their way. Find them at thecentercv.org.
Palm Springs. Now, this is a vision that we've held for a long time. We've had different chances to make it happen. They didn't seem to happen, but this time, with the help of Peter Bedard, who is largely responsible for really grounding the vision and earthing it and making it happen, we have our brand new wandering labyrinth. Is that what you call it? A wandering labyrinth. A little bit different than the traditional kind, but quite interesting. So today is World Labyrinth Day, so it's a perfect day for us to dedicate this, and we have some very special guests here this morning. The Mayor of Palm Springs, Lisa Middleton, is here with us this morning. So we're very grateful that she came out to lend her energy and support to this great occasion. There are a lot of people that helped Peter put this together, and I'm going to, at the end of this, I'll list some of them so everyone gets acknowledged, but for now, I'm going to invite Mark Hakamondo up, and he's going to play the flute for us, I believe.
Yes.
Woo! Oh, let me get this. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a little Native American prayer and give thanks for this land that we're on, from the Indigenous peoples, which land history we stand on, the ancestral wisdom that we're waking and aligning and connecting with that ancestral wisdom of the Native Americans and the Agua Caliente band of Cahuilla Indians that are here, our local tribe. So I'd like to read this prayer. Creator, open our hearts to peace and healing between all people. Creator, open our hearts to provide and protect for all children of the earth. Creator, open our hearts to respect for the earth and all the gifts of the earth. Creator, open our hearts to end exclusion, violence, and fear among all. Thank you for the gifts of this day and every day. As I play the flute, I invite everyone just to go within and feel that connection with the ancient wisdom, ancient sound that is already within us and is everywhere present as we hear the call of the ancestral wisdom. So in this place of connection, this is divine ancestral wisdom. We know that everyone who walks through this labyrinth is touched by this energy we created and co-created today. And so we give thanks to this precious time and sacred space. So it is. Good morning. Thank you for being here for our ceremony. It's been a while in coming, so thanks for being here to bring it to us. I will do benediction, an opening prayer, actually, and we do it in the tradition of what we teach here, and that is that we don't beg, we know. We know there's a power for good greater than us all, and we can use it, and we felt and sensed that power when Mark played that beautiful flute song, and we got the drumming to go with it. Thank you, Roberta. And so the prayer I do is an affirmation of something we already got. In other words, we don't ask, we just already know that we have received something, and we open our hearts and our minds and our hands and our thoughts and our feelings to the idea that the power that created us in the first place just didn't dump us here, but rather put us on a journey, much like the labyrinth that we walk, and life is a journey whose source is unseen. So we take every step in faith, knowing that as we go down the path of life, as we go on the journey, it just keeps getting better. Not because we deserve it, but because we know it. And accepting that truth for myself and everybody in this crowd this morning who has taken time, precious time in your lives to come and support something like this is so important for all of us. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay, so this is what I choose to know this morning. There is truly only one life, and that life is evident by each person that I see here. This life expresses in all, through all, as all. This life is a journey. This life is a river whose source is unseen, ever flowing in us, through us, and as us, because it is us. And we accept the awards right now of being here, of being divinely selected to be in this moment together, to remember the journey of life and those that came before us and bless this land. For this, I am so thankful, knowing that we are complete, whole, and perfect, that nothing is missing, the gift is given, and we are the gift, and we are here, and we are now. That is our truth. I let it be so, because I know it's so, and with a grateful heart, I let it be so, and together we say, and so it is. Thanks.
Well, good afternoon, and morning it is.
Mayor Newsom, Middleton.
Feels like afternoon. Thank you for having me with you this morning. The last couple of years have been difficult years for our species. And I mean that very in the full meaning of it. This is not the first international pandemic that we have as a species lived through, but we've learned many lessons over the last 2 years. And one of those lessons is the importance, the necessity of community and coming together. So I thank all of you for being a community that comes together and connects with one another. That is such an important part of not just simply our city, but our species. So thank you. I'm thrilled that you've got a labyrinth. One of the things that I'm trying to become a little bit famous for is asking people to slow down when they're driving. Labyrinths have many, many meanings, but for me, one of the things that a labyrinth reminds us is the importance of slowing ourselves down. As members of City Council, without some kind of proclamation or recognition, they hand them to us when we get up in the morning. This is a certificate of recognition presented to the Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Springs, in recognition of your ribbon cutting on behalf of the City of Palm Springs. This certificate of recognition is presented to the Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Springs, in appreciation of your support and investment in our community and its residents. Congratulations and best wishes for continued success. Presented this the 7th day of May 2022. Thank you.
I said I was going to acknowledge the people that, a list of names that I got of people who participated in helping Peter make this come about by doing the physical work, the financial work, and all that goes into making something like this happen. Are you going to cut it here or there? Okay.
I'll hold it.
So Mitch Alcorn,
Yeah,
Vince-
let's get up here. Michael, you helped out.
Vince
Come on up
Kaufman.
here. Roberta, come up here.
Vince is here. David Olson, he's here. Laura Meeks, she's not here. Sharon, we don't have a last name for her. Siv is not here. Jeff Kingfisher, who's doing our sound over here.
Good job.
Mark Acamanda, right here, who is the fabulous flute player. Trish, the anonymous donor who made the funds possible for this to happen. Yay, we love the anonymous donors. Reverend Eunice Chalfont, who was actually out here hauling rocks on the big work day.
Yes, she did.
Roberta Alexander, Reverend Michael and Ross, and Stella. So if I missed you, I didn't get your name. We thank you, anyone who helped make this happen. You want to just come in a little closer?
Sure. On the count of three? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You're watching live coverage here on this episode of Higher Powered for the dedication of the new Peace Labyrinth at the Center for Spiritual Living, Palm
Labyrinth
Springs.
is open.
Peace be unto thee, stranger. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome to my home. Sit and rest and refresh your soul. Ernest Holmes. Welcome to the Peace Labyrinth. The Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Springs invites you to contemplate peace within yourself, peace within your community, and peace within the world as you wander through the labyrinth. Make sure to visit the peace pole along the way and add your prayer. Step into the labyrinth knowing that the path you walk is a symbolic journey of healing and wellness. As the Peace Anthem states, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.